Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Very nice. I'm looking at the camera. Very nice. Good. 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 Preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, welcome back to the channel, guys. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with me, and you know this by now, or at least you should. For those of you that have never been to this channel before, welcome to you as well. My name's Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant, and the name of this wonderful channel is Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. And by your motorcycle, I mean all types of motorcycle, guys. This is not just about touring motorcycles. This is about all types of motorcycles. Speaking of all types of motorcycle, guys, yes, this is a touring motorcycle. This is my girl Gladiator. Gladiator is my 2023 Indian Pursuit Elite. And I say, yes, it is a touring motorcycle, but it's not the kind of touring motorcycle that I normally ride, and that's a Harley Davidson. So it does have differences, and one of the differences is it doesn't turn as much. It has a longer wheelbase. So those things are going to affect the way I am accustomed to riding. But I told myself, Robert, you're preaching this to everybody. Get out there and practice, get out there and practice. And I practice, but every time I think about coming out here to practice or do a practice session, this is the last motorcycle I think about bringing, because I know if I bring this motorcycle out, I can't do the top of the snowman. I can't do an 18-foot U-turn. You know, stuff that I say is first world problems. But at the end of the day, I say it all the time, that stuff is excessive. And although I ride like that regularly, that's how I was taught to ride, it doesn't mean that I shouldn't be bringing this motorcycle out to practice these things on. Because I give you a story. So somebody told me that they got a new motorcycle and they're not going to practice on that. They'll practice on another motorcycle. So the issue with that, guys, is this is all, well, I can't say it's all mental, but it's 90% mental, if not higher. So because of that, if you only practice on one bike, when you get on this other bike, trust me, your confidence is gonna be lower when it comes to doing certain things, all right? And that doesn't mean just take it for a ride and say, I'm practicing while I'm riding. You have to dedicate some time to actually practice. You know, it's almost like it's convincing yourself that you're confident riding this bike, just as you are with any other bike. Again, I know my limitations with this. That's the other thing practice gives us, because it's a difference in having confidence in me and having confidence in this motorcycle. Now, that might be kind of the same thing, but if I know the limitations of this motorcycle, the only way I'm really going to know that and learn it and trust it is if I come out and practice certain things on it. Because if I try it out here in a controlled environment and I see, okay, this is the most I can do this is the farthest this can turn. If I'm turning in this space, I have to start turning now. If I get all of that in my brain, and when I get out there in the real world, I'll know exactly what I can do. I won't second guess myself. So that's why, guys, it's important to practice. I don't care if your motorcycle is brand new, because I'm worried about you, not your motorcycle. That's firstly. Secondly, when I say come out here and practice, guys, again, it's not doing anything crazy. Do a couple of U-turns, do some figure eights, a single serpentine, do the slow ride, short starts and stops, right turns, left turns from a stop, right? And if doing U-turns gives you pause on your new motorcycle, I want you to think about this, guys. If me saying do some U-turns and that gives you pause, I need you to think about that. That's a problem, because you're not going to have pause to go out and ride it. But if it comes time to turn it around, you feel a little hesitant. So if you feel that way, that's letting you know, or at least it should be, I need to go out there and practice, because I have to build up my confidence that I know what the hell I'm doing when I get on this nice, pretty motorcycle. All right, guys? Listen, they all look nice. Look how nice this bike looks, right? I know it's subjective, but look how pretty this bike looks. Now imagine how nice it's gonna look wrapped around a pole or on the ground or with me under it, out in the street. I'm not talking about out here. This is a controlled environment. All right, guys? I give you extremes because I need it to stick. I need this to have an impact on you to understand what the hell we're doing out here, right? This is fun for most. It's not fun for everybody, but that's people that their confidence are low. Once your confidence goes up, this is going to become more enjoyable and you're going to enjoy riding this thing way more. Speaking of being out here, guys, why am I out here? Welcome to practice session number 89, guys. I am in Pooler, Georgia. Today is December 16th, and I don't think we're going to get a full practice session in today, and that's due to the weather. No, it's not cold out, but we are expecting some rain, and I don't know exactly when that rain's coming, so we'll do what we can do out here. And again, if this is your first time to this channel, I do practice sessions out here in Pooler, Georgia. I also do traveling practice sessions. And if you're interested in coming out here and practicing with me, whether it's in Pooler, Georgia, or if I'm someplace near you, definitely get yourself on the email notification list so you're always apprised of when I'm scheduling something. And it might be in your area, and if not, it might be closer than Pooler, Georgia. And in those practice sessions, we do 10 different exercises, plus a bonus exercise, plus a follow the leader, plus a slow race at the end. All fun, all positive. No arrogance, no judgment out here. This is not a class, guys. And it's important that you guys know that. This is a practice session. So there's no pass, there's no fail, right? I don't want you guys to feel any more pressure than you're already feeling coming out here. And you're not pressured to do anything you don't want to do. I want you to step outside your comfort zone a little bit, of course. But if you clearly see you're not ready for something, and a lot of the times I can see it more than you can feel it, I might be able to see it. I'll let you know. If you want, you can go back and practice blah, blah, blah while we move forward. All right? I also offer private lessons, guys. I do them here in Pooler, Georgia. I also travel, but those are going to be more expensive. But again, convenience costs. And guys, the main goal is if you love riding your motorcycle, I want you to really know what you're doing because you're going to love it even more. But not only that, it's going to help the motorcycle community as a whole because like I always say, I'm just one guy with a YouTube channel. But if you learn this, chances are you're going to want to spread this to other people that you know that ride because, again, it opens up your eyes to see things you didn't see before. I always say you don't know what you don't know. And once you do know, now it's everywhere. It's all around you. You see how many people really don't know what they're doing when it comes to operating one of these machines. All right, guys, so when they get here, we're going to talk to them. I got it's supposed to be 9 people coming here today. And again, it drives me crazy that when I have these practice sessions in Pooler, there are more people here that are from out of state than the people from Pooler. Anyway, a lot of people that live in Pooler or in this area watch me on YouTube and weren't even aware that I'm here. But we're going to talk to them, the V.I.Preloaders. We're going to find out their names, where they live, what they're riding, how long they've been riding, more importantly to me, how long they've been practicing slow speed riding, and what they rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best in slow speeds. Again, that number's for them and them only. And then at the end of the day, if we get a chance to do it today, based on the weather, I'll ask them if there's any change in their number. And there's never any pressure in that. The reason I do that is one of the main goals out here is to build your confidence, right? And it's humbling out here. So if this is not something that you've ever practiced, you might rate yourself at a certain number. And then by the end of the day, go, whoa, that number was way too high. I'm going to move it down here. And that's your threshold. That's not anybody else's. That's your threshold. All right, guys? Also, keep in mind, guys, this video, along with my other practice session videos, has chapters in them. So if you can't sit down and watch the whole video, and trust me, I understand, I don't want you to just skip through it, right? Even if you have to watch it in phases, watch it because I want you to get all of the information that are in these videos. All right, guys, let's do it. What's your name?
Good morning. My name is Katie. I'm from outside of the Boston area.
Okay. Massachusetts?
Yes.
How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
I've been really understanding how to ride a motorcycle since November.
What are you riding today?
I am riding my brand new Street Glide Special 2023 that you and I executed the purchase of down at Harley-Davidson, Savannah.
Yes, I don't know if you and I executed it. It was snuck upon me, but it was a nice surprise. How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
since the day I met you. Actually, before I met you, I did some of the exercises before I came down.
On your Honda Rebel.
On my Honda Rebel,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
And I thought I was going slow.
That's what happens all the time. People go, yeah, I go in a parking lot and I'm going to do some circles. And they're flying. The circles are so wide. It's just not the same. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best, slow speed, what would you give yourself?
Well, when I'm cold, I'd say 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then after a warm-up of like an hour, maybe a 4.
Yeah, we always go with the warm. We go in with warm.
Warm.
That's the warm. 4?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure, dear.
It's my pleasure.
Yes. What's your name?
Larry Blakely,
Where you from, Larry?
Tampa, Florida.
How long you been riding a motorcycle?
Big bike since 2012.
What are you riding today?
Today I've got my 2001 Road King.
How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
Every day that I ride.
Beautiful. And it shows. I already saw Larry's got some skill. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, what would you give yourself?
6 to 7, always learning.
Pleasure, brother. What's your name?
John Curtis,
Where you from, John?
Kernersville, North Carolina.
How long you been riding a motorcycle?
So I was 16.
What are you riding today?
I got a 22 Street Glide.
Okay, and John, what other practice sessions were you in? Do you know the numbers?
86, 88, 87, and this one.
How far is your commute here?
It's
Hours
5
wise.
hours.
Yeah, 5 hours. Well, that's longer than I thought it was. And every time I put out a notification for a practice session, John Curry, he's a man of his word, because I remember the first time he was like, listen, every time you have this, I'm going to be here. And I was like, yeah, okay. He is. So that's dedication to getting confident. And all right, here's the question. How often do you practice slow speed riding?
Every time I get on it.
Good. And if you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10 slow speed, what would you give yourself?
Right now, probably a 3, because I've been practicing.
Always a pleasure, brother.
Thank you.
What's your name?
VL, but I go by JR.
JR. Okay. Where you from?
High Point, North Carolina.
How long you been riding a motorcycle?
13 months now. Coming
What do you?
back into it.
Oh, okay. What are you riding today?
22 Harley Nightster.
How often do you practice slow speed riding?
Pretty much every day. You know, been cold now, so
Yeah.
weather permits, but yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much every day. And
Okay.
I was in practice session 88.
There we go. I love it when they know
So-
the number.
So me and John went back home, and I think we actually fished ourselves some cones like 2 days out of the week or something.
Beautiful.
Because normally we don't get a chance
Mhm,
to, but you know, normally when we ride, we do practice.
Yeah.
But officially, we did like 2 days of setting them cones. So,
That's awesome.
so yeah, I was like, man, I can't wait for practice session 80 what? I ain't
89.
gonna say.
Yeah. 89. So
Yeah.
that's what I love to hear, man. I love to hear that. So, all right, if you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best slow speed, what would you give yourself?
I know when I left 88, I said 6. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna stay at a 6 right now.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
stay at a 6. We'll see what happens at the end of the day.
Always a pleasure, man.
Appreciate you, Rob.
All right, man. All right, what's your name?
Frankie.
Where you from, Frankie?
Here now, originally outside of Detroit.
Okay. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
On the pavement since 2006.
What are you riding today?
My Indian Pursuit. I
Wait.
shortened it.
What year?
2020.
No, you don't have to shorten it. Tell me what you're riding today.
The Indian Pursuit Premium.
Yeah, see, it's
Whatever,
ridiculous.
yeah.
It's ridiculous. Finesse the challenge, I can help you out with that. How long you been practicing slow speed riding?
Since I had your class.
Okay,
and
beautiful.
Every day, pretty much since.
Good. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, slow speed, what would you give yourself?
Like a 2.5 to a 3.
Always a pleasure, dear. All right, I'm not going to ask you your name. Tell them your name.
I am Finesse the Challenger. I have a YouTube channel, which you can see down here below. And today I'm riding, I know you haven't asked me yet, but we're just going to get right into it.
Yeah, man.
Hey, so today I'm riding a 2024 Indian Challenger Elite. It is number 17 of 325. Beautiful bike, great ride, but it's not my bike. It's my wife's bike, and she let me take it out today.
Thank you. And I was waiting for him to stop so I could say, you better say whose bike this is. Otherwise, you're going to hear about it. So, yeah, we got two Indian, well, not pursuits, but 2 elites out here today. 3 Indians in total, 2 pursuits, 1 elite, and 1 Challenger elite. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
I've been riding off and on since about 2003.
Where are you from?
I'm from Texas.
And where do you live now?
I'm in Guyton, Georgia.
Okay. how often do you practice slow speed riding?
Typically every time I take my bike out.
What do you ride? I know you're riding your wife's bike today, but what do you ride?
So I have a 23 Pursuit Dark Horse.
Okay. How often do you practice slow speed riding?
I practice slow speed riding every time I pull my bike out.
Okay, and that's excellent. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10 slow speed, what are you giving yourself?
6.
All right.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure, brother.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys, we're going to get to it. Not 1 through 9 today. If we can get to it, 1 through 7. No bonus, no follow the leader. Again, sometimes the weather changes. If that happens, we can add some other stuff. All right, let's do it. Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome to practice session number 89. When will 90 be? I want to try to squeeze another one in before the new year. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Egos, we all know about that. We're going to leave them at the curb. John, leave them at the curb, man. We're here. He's looking around. Look at We got one John here today. Oh, I'm gonna do good with the names too. Finesse, JR, Larry, John, Frankie, Katie. Yeah, I know Katie. All right.
Remember all those names.
Yeah, well, you know, nobody is here for the first time, so that helps. Because I'm horrible with names. So yeah, there's no pressure out here. Like I always say, this is not a class, so there's no pass, there's no fail. It's a practice session. So that's why no matter where you are, skill-wise, it's still relevant for you to be out here because we all have to practice. It's a perishable skill. Front brake, Frankie pulled up, already squeezing that front brake. I told her she owes me 10. I think she did it on purpose just to see if I'm paying attention. So again, guys, I'm not talking about if you're riding at regular speeds, but in a slow speed maneuver, rear brake only. Feet down, we already know about that. Do not put your foot down if you feel the bike falling. That's the answer, right? That's the answer. Sufficient power to the rear wheel, the bike's not going to fall. Most of you have heard all of this already, so I'm not going to do a bunch of talking because I want us to kind of get started today and doing what we got to do. Anybody have any questions about anything?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Can we get a ka-ching on every exercise we finish?
No, so Junior had me laughing, man, because he was doing exercises and going, I was like, nah, man, it's only on this. Then when he did this exercise, he did it way too early, man. He was like, so that's just testing my editing skills. It's okay. So no, only on the figure 8 because it's the one thing where you got to kind of do it clean. And I don't trust me. I did it once and then it just stuck. So it is what it is. All right. So we already talked about what we're going to be doing today. The first thing that we're going to be doing today, like we always do, short starts and stops. And everybody here understands how we stop these motorcycles smoothly, right? Friction zone, friction zone, friction zone. I live in the friction zone. I love the friction zone. And the friction zone is going to help you guys coming to a smooth stop. Again, you use it when you need it. If you don't need it, you can just come to a nice smooth stop. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Bing, foot down. And again, this is your goal. This is your goal if you want to put your foot down nice and easy at your stop or in stride. If you're wearing an Indy Ridge boot like I am, like Junior is, like Katie is, yes, nice and gentle. If it's an Indian boot, do whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me.
If you're gliding and you have no power to the rear wheel, how does it stay up if you're at momentum?
Yeah. Momentum. Yeah, because at a certain speed, and you know, so I always ask this question, how much is your balance relevant while we're doing this stuff at slow speeds? If you had to give a percentage.
Well, if you're in the friction zone, not much.
That's right. It's really almost zero as far as the relevance of your balance because power, sufficient power, is what's keeping this up. So yeah, your balance is it's not really relevant when we're riding the bike at slow speeds. Power to the rear wheel is what's going to keep the bike up, period. All right? As long as we understand that, when we're coming to a stop. Now, when I do private lessons out here, Katie included, sometimes me having, actually Frankie as well, sometimes me having people come to a start and a stop in that small space is a lot. So then I just have them do a slow ride and then I'll tell them when to come to a smooth stop. And when I see they have that concept down, then we can go back to it. But we got to be able to start and stop these motorcycles at slow speeds, nice and easy, relying on the friction zone. So again, this is not a kickstand, all right? So it's not an emergency kickstand. We're not going to put our foot down if we feel falling. We're going to address it so that we can come to a smooth stop. That's the goal all day today, Well, all the time, stopping smoothly. So today, all day, if you come to a stop, particularly when we get to exercise number 3, and I'm gonna have you coming out of a turn to a stop, if you stop and you do that, make a mental note of it. That's not how I intend to stop. And know what to do to correct that the next time. Power. So friction zone, friction zone, friction zone. Again, if you're doing that and you wind up falling to the right, that's okay, right? But I don't want to see this, okay? And when you're taking off, I don't want to see this and that. Remember, there's an in-between. So as soon as you start to move, I told Frankie this, and she did it, and it worked out perfectly. Sometimes I say, first 5 steps. Let's do that. What's your name, sir?
Ron.
What is it?
Ron.
Ron? Yep. Nice to meet you, Ron. Are you a V.I.Preloader? Yeah, if you got to think about it, then you're not. All right, we'll talk in a second. There's 5 steps that I want you guys to follow every time you move your motorcycle. Larry, what's always step number 1?
Putting gear. No.
You're not, listen, make sure the motorcycle's in first gear. Yeah, that's always step number 1. Step number 2?
Cover rear brake.
Step number 3?
Release the clutch.
Step number 3?
No. Reload, preload, and keep it loaded.
This happens all the time. Because I know you know it. Yes, preload the throttle and keep it loaded. Step number 4?
Slowly release the clutch.
Okay. Slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. So yes, that's one of the steps, but sometimes it's not appropriate. Like if you're opening the clutch slowly and as soon as you feel power, you feel falling, you got to open it a little bit faster, right? So that's why I told Frankie, just open it quick. That way I saw her bike jump, but as soon as that happens, pull it back in. She's got enough momentum at that point where she doesn't need power anymore. But what happens is people open it and keep it open. Now they got all this power and they don't hit the brake until they get to that cone that I want them to stop at. That's why the stop is abrupt. Remember, the braking process is gradual. And this is a feel thing. We're going to be in our feelings today. I say that all the time. So what you do is going to be based on what you feel. So if you feel like you need more power, then stay in the friction zone. But if you know you don't need it, I'm talking about for that particular exercise, just pull it in because really I don't want your handlebars straight. I want you to feel some discomfort and I want you to work it out, right? That's going to help you get better. If everything out here just feels comfortable, you're never going to get any better. Your confidence is never going to go up. Listen, anytime an airline pilot is in a flight simulator, it's never a smooth flight, right? Because that's not going to teach them anything. Something has to go wrong and you have to address it. That's all we're doing out here, right? All right, and then step number 5, as soon as the motorcycle starts to move, pick your foot up. I want your feet coming up vertically. Not like this, right? Don't do that. When you start to move the motorcycle, step number 5, if you pick up your foot, Frankie, if you pick up your foot and do the tap, that's 10, 20, 30, I'm counting those are push-ups, right? Because trust, you don't need your foot. Once you start moving, you're good to go. Questions? All right.
Can we prepay the push-ups?
Ahead of time.
You mean as far as doing the push-ups in advance? Sure, why not? So what we're doing, guys, smooth starts, smooth stops, follow the first 5 steps, reload, as soon as this starts to move, foot up, clutch in, all right, clutch out, friction zone, friction zone, friction zone, rear brake, rear brake. I'm in the friction zone all the way until I stop. Foot up, rear brake, friction zone. Right there, I felt like it was getting ready to fall, so I opened up the clutch just a little bit. That's all you need. Foot up. Friction zone, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Boom. Right there again. I felt like the bike was getting ready to fall. I opened up the clutch just a little bit, and I can feel the correction. It's so instant. Correct it as soon as you feel it, and you'll be fine. All right, let's do it. All right, guys, short starts and stops. And that's the Challenger going first on his wife's new bike. Nice. Nice. And it sounds good. One more. Look how smooth that is. And you know why it sounds good? Tab performance, baby. All right, John. Katie, duck walking, 10 push-ups. Nice. Nice. Very nice. See his handlebars? That's what you want to see. That's what I want to see. He's working it out. All right, one more. We're going to let you in on the high note. There we go. You're good, man. John's looking for perfection, man. It doesn't exist. Nice. This is Junior. Beautiful. Look at that. Nice. Nice. You saw that? Started out quickly so he can stand it up and then pull the clutch right back in. Very nice. Head and eye straight ahead. Good job, Junior. Head and eye straight ahead. Katie's bet. This is your favorite exercise, allegedly. Nice, Katie. Very nice. Pull it in. Yeah, pull it in sooner. Pull it in. Go easy with that clutch. Nice. One more. Go, pull it in. All right, you left it out too long. Give me another one. Pull it in. Work it out, work it out, work it out. All right. And that's why I was telling her she's pulling it in too late. So it's too much speed, and then when she comes to a stop, it's an abrupt stop. We don't need all the speed. All right, we got Frankie here. Let's use the friction zone. Nice. Let's do it again. There we go. Do it again. Good, 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 good. Nice. Easy with that rear brake, Frankie. Nice and easy. Good. Brake. Easy, easy. Brake, 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 brake. Easy with that rear brake. It's always like this at the end. Nice and easy. Stay in the friction zone all the way until you stop. Good, good. Good, good, good. There we go. That's better. Give me one more. Good, 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 good. Nice, Frankie. Very nice. All right, Larry, let's do it. All right. All right, a lot slower, Larry. There we go. That's what I want to see. Nice. That's exactly what I want to see. Nice. One more. Head nice. Straight ahead. Work it out, baby. Good job, man. All right, guys, so I'm going to talk to, I'm going to blame myself because I didn't say this, but some things I didn't think I needed to say, so I am going to say it. We're not duck walking out here. All right, we're not duck walking. All right, we're going to talk to them first, and we're going to move on to exercise number 1, stops and starts. Let's do it. So here I go again, assuming. Should never assume. So I'm going to blame myself. Katie, this is my fault. Because here we are, pulling up. You guys are in line. And Katie's 6 feet tall, so she can't duck walk that bike and get away with it. I see these legs going like this. We're not duck walking out here at all today. So the purpose of that exercise was a few purposes for that. But one of the things is I want you to be comfortable moving your bike in a short distance and not relying on speed. That's why I don't give you a lot of distance. I want you to be comfortable in the friction zone. Even when I was doing my little demo, as I'm doing it, I felt the bike get ready to fall. And as soon as I felt it, I addressed it. If you do that, it's so much easier. And it's so funny how just by doing that, as quickly as I felt it, it was gone, right? So I just gave it exactly what it needed. And when I got it there, because I was already near the end of my stop, I just stayed there. So that way I know the bike's gonna be true for the rest of that stop. If I try to pull a clutch in, now again, I'm relying on nothing, you know, and hoping that it just works out. Again, we don't leave stuff to chance. We wanna be in full control of what's gonna happen on these motorcycles. And what's gonna give us full control at slower speeds, power to the rear wheel, AKA the friction zone, all right? All right, you get one mulligan. Kate, you shouldn't get any mulligans. You've been,
Hey, then I get a mulligan too.
I was just about to say she shouldn't get a mulligan because all our practicing we did together, but this is her first practice session, you know, so okay.
Dude, every stop I come to, either I say to myself, I'm like, yes, or I'm like, ah, too much.
I love that. I love that. Katie said every time she comes to a stop, either she's going yes or no, no, no. And that's how I want everybody to be, right?
I mean, you know what's going on.
Yeah.
That's it.
One would wonder.
I say it all the time. Practice is a state of mind. So if in your mind you're saying smooth stop, smooth stop, smooth stop, and it doesn't happen and it bothers you, good, because that's going to make you keep practicing it. I tell people all the time, if what I'm saying bothers you, don't get mad, come out here and practice. So, okay. Moving on, exercise number 1, stops and starts. Now, it's called stops and starts, but really, I want you guys to ride to me. I want you to go up to second gear, and then I want you to downshift, and I want you to come to a smooth stop. I'm gonna be standing right here. You guys are gonna go all the way to that fence, right? This is not about speed, Frankie, right? She's gonna do it anyway. Now, if you go faster than I want you to go, but you still come to a smooth stop, that's fine. But the point is, I don't want you to come to a stop where your bike's doing this at the end. Because if you did that over there, I wanted you to address it, because that means you're not braking until you're right at the spot to brake. Remember, it's a progression. Brake, 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 brake. And then by the time you get to the spot where you're ready to complete that brake, that's when you should be finishing it off, and then this foot should be coming out. That way it happens at the same time. It's a coordination thing, right? And then when it's time for you guys to take off, first 5 steps, cover the rear brake, blah, blah, blah. Slowly release the clutch. Take off nice and easy. I don't want you to take off like a bat out of hell, right? Then come around, park right here facing this way. Questions? All right, let's do it. All right, guys, exercise number 1. I forgot to tell them that I'm a stop sign, so stop at me. Let's see what we get. Got John coming at me first. At the appropriate speed, very good. Nice. First gear? You're in first gear? Okay, good. Very nice. Junior? Junior's his nephew, by the way. Nice, Junior. You know what? I just realized I forgot to tell him front brake initially. Very nice, Frankie. Very nice. You hear our engine go back up as she was coming to a stop? Very nice. Because instead of just letting it coast and hoping it works out, to ensure it works out, friction zone. Okay. That's Ron. So Ron just got here, so he missed the warm-up. Where you going? Didn't I tell you every time there's no questions? Easy on that rear brake at the end. Good job, you can park. Katie, clearly we have a failure of communication. Didn't I say every time there's no questions, somebody...
I thought we were doing emergency brake like we did last time.
I never mentioned emergency braking. I said short. I said we're doing stops and starts. So go down there, go up to second gear, downshift, front brake initially, transition from the front to the rear, smooth stop at me. I'm a stop sign. It's okay, you're a rookie. All right, let's do it. Head nice. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Nice U-turn, Katie. What gear are you in? Did you go to second? Yeah. Okay, good. Not bad at all. Okay. Reload! I don't want to hear chugga guys, and now that she's got those tap performance that I put on yesterday, I hear it like it's nobody's business. All right, guys, we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to move on to an added exercise today. We'll talk about it. And the funny part is, I'm like, as she's coming towards me, I'm like, she's going to start slowing down any moment now. Nope, she was flying. All right, but see, again, I just love the confidence. Love it, love it, love it. Your hazard lights are on. All right, you guys have any question with that? Again, a couple of things I failed to mention, but you guys did it anyway. That I wanted you to start on the front brake and transition from the front brake to the rear brake only. When does that transition happen? Right before you stop. It really is up to you, right? It could be right before you put your foot down. But I'm a stop sign, so you're stopping at me. There's no haste, nothing crazy. It's not an emergent stop. It's just your regular stop. All right, Katie, you ready? Moving on, it's exercise 1A, emergency braking. All right, very simple, guys. We're gonna do this a couple of times because I know for a fact that the first time you do it, you're gonna start braking too early. I know it, all right? But prove me wrong. That's 45 feet. You're gonna come at me 30 miles per hour, all right? 30 miles per hour, that's all I need. And when you get to that first cone, emergency braking, this is not old crap braking. That means front brake, rear brake, full brake, right? Don't just squeeze it a little bit. Don't jerk at it either, right? Emergency braking doesn't mean this. It means squeeze, but squeeze it all the way in, all right? Now, I don't like to rely, I know he doesn't have ABS brakes, but actually, do you have them? No, okay, good. So make sure you're nice and easy on that brake. And I'm talking about as far as doing it quick, but definitely use it all, right? It's 45 feet. It shouldn't take you 45 feet to stop these motorcycles at 30 miles per hour, okay? So take it easy the first time, get a feel for it if you've never done this, and we'll do it again, and if necessary, we'll do it again. Questions? Go ahead.
So, start braking as soon as you get to the first set of cones.
When you get to that first cone, I'm gonna be standing there too.
Okay.
As soon as you get to it, brake. And I want you to brake like something's right in front of you and you don't want to hit it. Emergency braking. Okay? Go ahead, man.
So, are we going to downshift? Can we downshift too, or we just brake?
Excellent question. If you're emergency braking, should you be downshifting? Yes, all the time. So that's my fault, I forgot to say it. You're probably only, to get to 30 miles per hour, you only need to be in second gear. So that's all we're doing. But it's good because now you don't have to worry about doing it more than once. As soon as you hit those brakes, and when you come, this is not about coming to a smooth stop, but it is about being controlled. I don't want you to be out of control. Now, if you looked at Katie's video, she did 29 feet. Now, this is not a competition, but even when she stopped, foot down, just like that, nice and easy. I know Frankie, she kills, she's dying to do this. All right, you guys ready? All right, let's do it. All right, guys, we got emergency braking going on here. Exercise number 1A. And because we're not doing everything out here, I wanted to do this. So let's do it. We got Katie going first. Don't start braking until you get to me. Get off that throttle. Yeah, you want to make sure you're not on that throttle. You're in first gear? Okay, good job. Go around, let's do it again. All right, we got John. All right. You weren't supposed to start braking until you got to me.
Yeah.
Do it again. And this is what I meant when I said I know people are going to start early. That was really early. Like he downshifted over there. It's an emergency. You don't know what's going to happen. All right. You started that braking early. I told you it was going to happen.
Yeah, I think I saw it.
Yeah, you started a little early and you babied that.
Yeah.
Pull that thing all the way in.
Okay.
All right, man. But he's within 45 feet, even if he's... Good job, do it again. I want him to squeeze that some more. All right, so two things. You started braking early, and then you got off the brake. Like you were braking, then you coasted a little. Remember, you're trying to stop from hitting something, so it's brake, stop, don't coast. All right, try it again. All right, we got Larry here. Nobody got up to 30 quicker than Frankie. All right, Larry. So two things. One, you started braking early.
Okay.
And two, you're not giving me enough front brake. That's why you're this far. You locked up that rear wheel a long way. So use the rear brake, but take it easy. If you hear it skid, well, you know what? If it's skidding, it's not a big deal. But you got to give me a little bit more front brake because you're actually right at 45 feet. Try it again. It's definitely something I'm going to always incorporate, guys, but it's already long. Are you going 30? It looks like you're going faster than 30. You was what? That's what I thought. And you started braking early again. One more time. 30, that's it, 30. People want to go fast, I get it. All I need is 30 miles per hour. Let's work on that first. Early, John, you're early. So here's what we're gonna do. To make it really, next time you come, don't hit those brakes until I say, you hear me go, brake!
Okay.
And don't anticipate it, wait till you hear it. All right? All right. All right. Again, very early. So here's what we're gonna do. I just told your uncle the same thing.
Okay.
Don't brake until you hear me say brake.
Got
And
it.
don't anticipate it. Wait till you hear it and then stop this damn motorcycle. Okay? Give me full. All right. Nice. Good job, man. Good job. I didn't have to say anything to him. He stopped at the appropriate time. He started braking right at the cones. Nah, too early. So, good job. The braking was good. You're starting braking too early, and you're going faster than 30 miles per hour. So the next time you come down here, don't hit those brakes until you hear me say brake. The good thing is you're getting.
Did you say break?
No, I didn't.
Hear you. Okay.
I'm seeing if you can judge the cones and do it, but you're stopping way before the cones. Don't anticipate. Try not to anticipate it. Wait till you hear brake, and stop this bike. Okay, 30, Frankie, 30. So all I want is 30. Much better. You're still braking early. So here's what we're gonna do. Next time you come down, I'm gonna yell out brake, and that's when you're gonna apply your brakes. Don't anticipate it, wait until you hear it. Okay, all right. Good job. You're going faster than 30 though. No? You sure?
At one point, and then I let up. When I got to you, I was 30.
Okay.
Promise you.
Because you were here last time we did it. So, all right, anyway, that's it. Park where you were before, right here. Reload. Right! You in first gear? You in first gear? Ah, all right. Not bad. Next time, more front brake. More front brake. I want you to do it one more time.
Okay.
Because you're actually past 45 feet. More front brake. Right! What the hell? So I gotta ask him, was he going more than 30? I need a radar gun out here. How fast were you going?
30?
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I glanced at. I just glanced.
Yeah,
at
that's
it.
all I want you to do is glance at it. Because you know the best thing to do is get that thing up to 30, even 31, 32, and then let it coast. Because if you try to stay on the throttle the whole time, it's going to be a little more difficult.
I stay right at 30 until you
Okay.
say break.
Yeah, if you stay right at 30, then you're fine with that, but you're not braking enough
Okay.
because you're actually past 45 feet. And on this bike, yeah, you.
Oh,
Well, you also only have one front rotor. I just realized
Right,
that,
yeah,
so you don't have the same stopping power. All right, we'll do it one more time. So I forgot about that, guys. He doesn't have two front rotors, so he's not gonna have the same stopping power. All right, good job, man. You can park. He actually started applying his brakes a little early there, but he's good. Whoa, whoa, not here. Right! Nice, Frankie. You can park. Frankie. Right! Right! That was definitely faster than 30. Definitely. You were faster than 30. Definitely. No question. All right, go park. Go park. Right! Better. Better. All right, you can park. Like I said, as long as they're in 45 feet. John, that's 10. That's 10. Right. All right. So that's something I want him to work on because, guys, we're on motorcycles, so got to stop these things almost on a dime, especially at 30 miles per hour. All right, we're going to move on to exercise number 2, guys. Slow ride. You're right. So I can use her ponytail to decide, you know, kind of figure out how fast she's going based on how straight it is. Excellent job, guys. Now, that's something that I want you guys to work on, especially if you're outside of that 45 feet. Again, like I was telling Junior, he only has one rotor on the front, so he's not going to have the same kind of stopping power, but his bike's lighter too. So one thing can kind of compensate for the other. Of course, 2 rotors would be better, but I want you to make sure you are giving all of the brake power that you have. Like if you stop and your brake, if it's not almost touching, you're not giving all the brake power that you have, right? Give it all. Again, if you don't have ABS, gradual. It doesn't mean because you don't have ABS, you can never give it all. You have to do it gradually, right? ABS should be like a law on motorcycles. I guess, you know, because it just makes more sense on this than on a car.
I'm so used to that ABS kicking in feeling that I don't think I know what to do. Like, whatever you slide.
Leave a slot mark like I did.
Yeah, and it's right in the middle too. That's perfect, Larry. Like right in the middle. All right. And I know some of you guys were dying to go fast. Listen, you can do that, right, at some point. So, you know, you kind of, as you progress in this and you want to go faster, of course, you're going to give yourself more distance as well, right? And you're going to be in a higher gear. So now instead of kicking down once, twice. But again, at some point, the good thing to do is to get it to the point where you're in 6th gear. So you could get used to, because even if you can't get all the way down to 1st, it's better than being in 6th, right? Okay. Any questions on that? Outstanding. Moving forward, we're going to do our exercise number 2, slow ride. So yeah, we're going back to go. I don't know why I threw that in the middle. I should have put that at the end, you know, because now you guys are all hyped up. No, slow. Okay, you guys are going to go down there, right at the fence where you started before. You're going to ride to me at a normal speed and come to a smooth stop. Then I'm going to ask you, are you ready? You're going to say yes. We're going to do a slow ride. I'm going to walk. You're going to ride. Don't pass me. No rear brake. All right, I just want you to use the clutch, right? So like I told you guys before, some of yous, open up the clutch, close it right away. If you keep it open too long, you don't have the rear brake, you're gonna wind up passing me. So just use what you need. You feel like you're getting ready to fall, open, close. That's really all you need to do, open, close, okay? You're not gonna hear me say no rear brake often, but in this case, that's what I want you to do. Any questions? Remember, as you're riding toward me initially, normal speed, which again, we're just practicing coming to a smooth stop. All right, let's do it. All right, guys, exercise number 2, slow ride. Nice. That's my bad. I was just celebrating how smooth that turn was. Straight up, straighten out. Bing! So that was beautiful. That's why I tell you, you're sandbagging. All right, you ready? All right, let's do it. That's okay. Just open up that clutch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep, there you go. Passing me. Come to a smooth stop. Friction zone, friction zone. Whoa! Do it again. So what John is doing there is what I was saying before. The first time he didn't open the clutch enough. He felt falling right away. Instead of opening it more, he put his foot down. Second time he opened it, but left it open too long and he passed me. All right, you ready? No rear brake. All right, let's do it. Come to a smooth stop. You can use the rear brake. Good job. Park right here, facing this way. All right, Frankie here. All right, ready? No rear brake. Let's do it. Nice, Frankie. Ah, you had it. Good. Smooth stop. You can use the rear brake. Friction zone, friction zone. Do it again. Nice takeoff. All right, ready? No rear brake. Let's do it. Just open up that clutch when you feel that. Oh, you're passing me. Come to a smooth stop. You can use the rear brake. Smooth stop, Ron. Do it again, man. This is why we do it this way, because I want you to feel that discomfort and I want to see how you deal with it. I don't want you to put your foot down. So Ron owes me 10. Easy on that rear brake, Katie. You ready? All right, let's do it. Whoa, whoa. All right, come to a smooth stop. All right, let's do that again. Don't pass me. You passed me. All right, remember all your stops today, I want them to be nice and smooth so that you don't have this at the end. Okay, you ready? No rear brake, let's do it. And I knew this wasn't gonna be an issue for Larry. All right, rear brake, come to a smooth stop. Friction zone, rear brake. Outstanding. Park right there. Excellent job, Larry. All right, John, so right from the start, just open up that clutch a little bit quicker so that you don't feel falling right away. That is 10 push-ups though, because he put a foot down. All right, you ready? Let's do it. There we go. Oh, man, there he goes, guys. Way past me. Smooth stop, rear brake, friction zone. There we go. I'll take that. Park right there. In John's defense, he started moving before I even started walking, so you gotta give me a chance to get in front of you. Give yourself a fighting chance. Nice. Ready? All right, no brake. Let's do it. Pull it in. Good. 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 All right, come to a smooth stop. Rear brake, friction zone. Woo! Good job, Frankie. All right, ready? Let's do it. All right, rear brake, smooth stop, friction zone, rear brake. Good job, man. That's right, foot up right away. Very good, Katie. Oh, Katie, easy.
Hard on the pure brake.
And all that meant was right there, you felt falling, time to put the foot down. Friction zone. All right, you ready? Don't pass me. Let's do it. Pull it in. Out. Out. In. All right, rear brake, smooth stop, friction zone. That's what I'm talking about. Good job. There we go. All right, guys. That was actually good. Trust and believe time. Very nice. That was actually pretty good. Now, again, if I had you go twice, listen, I feel like I'm working again. And when I was driving down the highway in a marked police car, I wish you would pass me. So I got a problem with people passing me. I said, don't pass me. There's John. There's Katie. No big deal. So like I said, at the end of the day, the important part about that is addressing something before you, as soon as you feel it. So when John felt falling, all he had to do was open his hand, boom, no need to put a foot down. And as you're moving, if you see, all right, I'm not supposed to pass him, but you're still in the friction zone, yeah, you're gonna pass me. Pull that clutch all the way and take all the power away because you don't need it. But if you do need it, quick, right? If you keep it too long, you're gonna pass me. That's clutch control, that's all that's about, all right? But of course, ordinarily when you're riding your motorcycle, I'm never gonna tell you, don't use the rear brake. What does the rear brake give us? Control and correction. Control and correction. So in that case, I'm going too fast, I need to correct it. Pulling the clutch in alone is not gonna do it because I'm on a grade. Rear brake, nice and easy, nice and easy. And if, again, nice and easy all day today when we're using this rear brake, nice and easy, that's why we cover it, so that we can apply gentle pressure when we need it, okay? Katie?
When you're going into a turn,
Uh-huh,
say you're going down Fuller Parkway, you're taking a right-hand turn at
Mhm.
the green light,
yeah,
and you feel like you're going just a little bit too fast
mm-hmm,
into the turn.
mm-hmm.
That's when you use the rear brake as well. Is that correct?
Okay, so Katie's question is, how fast are you going?
You're slow enough to make a turn, but just a little bit too fast.
I need a speed. You can make a turn at 30 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour. Okay, So Katie's question is, when you're making a turn and you're going about 20 miles per hour and you feel like you're going a little bit too fast for that turn, is that when you use the rear brake? Now, if it's me, I'm using the front brake in that instance. That's trail braking, right? And I'm gonna use that brake until I'm going slow, an appropriate speed. And then I can come off of it. Don't come out of the braking until you're good. And that's the issue. Some people come out of the braking too early and now they're still wide. They're just gonna push themselves wider. So yeah, quick correction. You can use the rear brake as well in that instance. Absolutely you can. Me, front brake, just because it's, I don't know, I don't use the rear brake unless I'm going like 10 miles per hour or less, or emergency braking. Good question. Anything else? Good. All right. Next exercise, which clearly most of you don't have or do, is trust and believe. All right? Trust. John's already. See, John, you in your head already, man.
This ought to be his favorite exercise by now.
Yeah.
We practice.
Okay, good.
It should be his favorite. It's mine now.
That's what I love to hear, man. So again, guys, trust and believe. I got to get my bike. But anyway, the purpose of this exercise is to reprogram your brain so that when you feel falling, the instinct to put your foot out will be replaced by this. This is not going to happen overnight. Of course it's not. But the good thing about this is, even if you're not doing trust and believe, anything that you're doing, if you put a foot down in that moment, you should be saying to yourself, damn it, all I have to do is this. And when you actually start doing that and realize, damn, every time I do that, it works. That's when you learn to trust it, right? It's like anything else. If I just talk to you about something, you ain't gonna trust it. You have to feel it. I told you we're gonna be in our feelings. When you feel it, that's how you're gonna trust it. So it's fine if you're having these moments, and it's fine if it's bothering you. It's just gonna motivate you more to get past this bite. Boop. Now remember, sufficient power. So if you open your hand just a little bit, that all depends. I told you address it as soon as you feel it. If you address it as soon as you feel it, this is all you're probably gonna have to open it. But if you wait long and still try to open it a little bit, it's not sufficient, all right? That's what it's always gonna do. Based on what you feel, address it as soon as you feel it, and it's a small movement. Okay, a couple of things. Purpose of this exercise is not for you to see how long you can balance the motorcycle. So if I see you doing this, no, it's not about that. As soon as you pick this foot up, you're in the exercise. You feel falling, address it. And when I say address it, don't pop it unless you wait long and you need to pop it. Address it, bike stands up, and then I want you to come to a smooth stop. It's not an emergent stop. It's not emergency braking. I started to say, I don't care how far you go. You shouldn't be in that field over there. But just give yourself time to come to a smooth stop. That's all I care about, right? Also, 5 steps here. Make sure it's in first gear. We got the rectangle. Cover the rear brake, preload the throttle, and keep it loaded. Clutch. Now we're gonna have the clutch right before the friction zone. I don't want you in the friction zone. If I see your bike going like this, that's because you're opening the clutch into the friction zone, but you're holding it with the rear brake, all right? Again, we have to be aware of what's going on with the bike too. I know sometimes we're concentrating, but and I get it, but you should know if I tell you I don't want this bike moving at all, you should feel if your bike's moving, right? But don't worry, if you don't, I'll let you know your bike's moving because I don't want you moving at all when you pick this foot up. And when you pick your foot up, don't just pick your foot up and open your hand. I need you to feel falling and then address it, okay? I'm gonna demonstrate it on the Indian. First gear, covering the rear brake, preload the throttle. That's good. Clutch, right before the friction zone, head and eyes. Straight ahead, foot up. Smooth stop. So right there, I waited a little bit longer because I wanted you to see. Because realistically, if you address it as soon as you feel it, you're barely gonna see anything. You're barely gonna feel anything. But none of us like the feeling of falling, so even that little bit of falling, you're not gonna like the way it feels, and that's fine. But I waited a little bit longer. I wanted you to see the bike starting to fall and me just address it. It's always gonna stand back up with power. Anybody need to see it again? Questions? What you got, Joe? A ka-ching? So JR is trying to add ka-chings to everything. We'll see what happens, man, but I can guarantee, I can almost assure you it's not gonna happen, man. I ain't saying nothing. Just do it. You know what you're doing. And you were moving too.
Yeah, I know.
All right, do that again, John. You were moving. But that's the best one. Nope, you're moving. Make sure that bike's not moving, man. Trust and believe. Just pick the foot up. There we go. Clutch. Oh! That was it, man. Clutch. Give me another one. You were moving. There we go. There we go. Smooth stop. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Do it again. Over here, John. Go back around. Do it again. All right, man. Let's see what you got, man. There we go. There we go. Good job, man. Good job. Nice. All right. You know what you're doing here? First gear.
First gear.
Covering the rear brake.
Cover the rear brake.
Preload the throttle and keep it loaded. Bring your clutch right before the friction zone. If you feel it starting to bite, pull it back in a little bit. When you're ready, pick up this foot. Make sure the bike's not moving at all. Don't forget to come to a smooth stop. Foot up, clutch. Stop, stop, stop. All right, let's try it again.
So no rear brake, right?
No, no, no. Just definitely use the rear brake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Head and eye, straight ahead. Stop. I see your bike sitting.
Oh,
That means you're in the, I don't want you in the friction zone at all. You feel it starting to move, then you're going into the friction zone. Good. Foot up. Clutch, 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 good. Smooth stop. Good job. Nice. Show them how it's done, Katie. I don't want to see this. Pick that foot up right away.
I've never done this on this bike.
Doesn't matter. Nothing changes. You feel falling, open up the hand. Good. Head and eye straight ahead. Look at that camera. Listen to her sing.
Now,
Pull the clutch in a little bit. I see it moving. Okay, good. Foot up. Foot up. Clutch, clutch, clutch. All right. You good? All right. Now that time you opened up the clutch. You didn't open it enough. And then you pulled it back in. That's why it was falling over.
well, Frankie and I were talking when that happens. When we feel like we're falling, this revs, and the thought of opening the clutch while this is revving so high is really scary.
Well, so remember, you're in control of all of this. So that's just a matter of throttle control.
Yeah.
So you got to always be aware of what's going on with that throttle. And the good thing about it is you don't have to see it or feel it. You can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Good, that's a good preload. Hold it there. Foot up. Good, clutch, clutch. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Smooth stop. I'll take it, I'll take it. She told me you guys were talking, you're conspiring. So I'm gonna tell you what I told her. She said, well, sometimes when you do certain things, the throttle goes up when you turn or whatever. But remember, we have to be in control of everything. Throttle control, clutch control, rear brake control. And the good thing about throttle control is you don't need to see it or feel it. You can hear it, right? So you always gotta be mindful of what's going on with that throttle. All right, first gear. Yep, covering the rear brake. Preload. And keep it loaded. Good, hold it there. Foot up. Smooth stop. All right, let's do it again. You had it.
Yeah, and then I put my foot on.
Mm-hmm. Trust and believe. Give me some more preload. All right, good. Foot up. Clutch. Smooth stop. Nice, Katie. Frankie. All right, first gear, covering the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. Foot up. Stop. It was moving before you picked your foot up. And I saw your bike sitting. You're not in the friction zone until that foot's up. Head and eye, straight ahead. Preload. Foot up. Clutch. There you go. Trust and believe, baby. Good job, Larry. All right, we ended that one strong. Let's pick up strong. Copy and paste. Foot up. You're moving. Smooth stop. Okay, whatever. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna say foot up. That way you don't have to think about it.
Okay.
When you're ready, preload, right before the friction zone. Foot up. Clutch. All right, let's do this, man. Foot up. Clutch, clutch, clutch. So remember, when you pick up your foot, make sure you're not holding on that rear brake. Okay? Because I know when you get nervous, everything's like this. So your foot's on the brake like that. Reload. Clutch right before the friction zone. Are you right before? Yeah, you are. I see it moving. Foot up. Clutch, 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 clutch. Smooth stop. I'll take it. Go to the next exercise. Nice stop. All right, don't forget to come to a smooth stop. I'm going to say foot up. That's when you pick your foot up.
Oh, okay.
All right, head and eye, straight ahead. Make sure you're preloaded. Foot up. No. As soon as I say foot up, foot up. Foot up. Good. Smooth stop. Make sure you keep it loaded. Good job, Junior. That's why you got to keep it loaded. Easy on that stop, Frankie. You're going to put your foot up when I say foot up. Okay? All right, head and eye straight ahead. Preload that throttle. Foot up. Clutch, clutch, clutch. Oh, you had it, Frankie. All right, next exercise. All right, you're gonna put your foot up when I say foot up. Okay, so you don't have to think about it. It needs to be a surprise at this point. Head and eye straight ahead, preload that throttle. Keep it loaded. Right before the friction zone, yes. Foot up. Clutch, clutch. That was perfect, because you had a little bit of balance there, so it wouldn't have been that scary for you to just open up your hand. Where you going? Scooching up? Okay. Reload. Foot up. Oh, I'm sorry. When I say foot up, that means foot the fuck up.
Look at you.
I'm like, foot up? It's you. No, foot up. Yeah, foot the fuck up. Okay. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Preload. Foot up. Clutch, clutch. Watch that foot, Katie. All right, next exercise, next exercise. All right, I'm gonna say foot up. When I say it, foot up. All right, ready? Preload. Foot up. Full stop. Good job, Larry. All right. I'm gonna say foot up. When I say that, just pick that foot up. All right, nice and easy. Head and eye straight ahead. I didn't say it. That's why I wait, because I know people are anticipating.
Yeah, I'm trying to move.
All right, you ready? Preload. Right before the friction zone. Foot up. Move, stop. Good, do it again. You're moving just a little bit. Remember, I don't want you to pick up your foot and just open your hand. I need you to feel falling. Foot up. Foot up. All right, I'll take it. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 4, right turns, left turns from a stop. We'll talk about this a little bit. They did good. Not bad at all, man. That is so telling. I was telling Finesse that when I was talking to John at the beginning, what's your name, where you from? No eye contact. He couldn't stop looking at this Indian. So, but he said they would never get one. You know, never say never.
That's the bomb right there.
Thebomb.com. And once you get the bars, forget about it. All right. Any questions on trust and believe? Yeah, so again, I think I'm going to start doing that now. You guys are pioneers. I'm just going to start telling people when I say foot up, just pick your foot up. Because if I give you too much time to think about it, you know, it's like, foot up. Just pick your foot up and deal with it, right? So good job. And if you're inconsistent with it, you know,
I can't.
practice. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am?
Little facial.
Someone's just sweating. It's okay.
I like it when you yell it like that too, like, foot up!
Like I say,
People that are
Not a
half
fucking suggestion.
You gotta get loud for me. I can't hear shit because of the pipe.
we all learn differently. That's what I said, man. So that's what stimulates you. Okay, moving forward, exercise number 4, guys. This is right turns, left turns from a stop. Again, the highest failure rate. And it's because the stuff that we're uncomfortable with doing, going straight, you add a turn, forget about it. So all I want you guys to do is keep in mind everything we've learned to this point. Don't change anything. The only thing we're doing different here is now we're turning the handlebars. You don't have to turn these handlebars full lock unless you wait too long to turn or too late to turn, all right? This is the box I want you to decide where you want to make your turn from. Start making your turn. As we're doing it the first time, we're going to do it just rolling through, so that's not relevant. But when I have you guys do it from a stop, I always stop right here, in the middle, and right here, right on the T. That's where I do mine. But if you're more comfortable being over here, you can stop over here to make a left. You can stop over here to make a right. I don't want you to be behind this white line. I want you to at least be in this box, okay? But as we're doing it, not stopping, same speed you guys were doing in the slow ride, or at least I should say the speed you should have been doing, stay at that speed. Turn your head and your eyes, turn the handlebars. I don't think I need these. Turn your handlebars and hold the turn. Hold it. 3 C's in Preloader Nation: confidence, control, and consistency. Consistently, as you're coming this way, stay at that speed. Don't change anything. That's the evaluation period as you're approaching. Work out. Is my speed okay? Am I okay in the friction zone? Once all that stuff's okay, just kind of stay there. When you start making this turn, I'm not saying don't change anything. If you feel like you need something, address it. If you need more clutch, a little bit more clutch, but address it as soon as you feel it. When you start doing too much stuff, the bike starts doing this, mainly with that rear brake. Drag the rear brake through this turn. Don't stab at the brake. That's when you get this. Drag it. So for me, sometimes I'll start dragging that rear brake right before I'm going to turn. Because if I start dragging it early, I don't have to worry about making adjustments when I'm here. When people get there and they turn the handlebars, they don't like the way it feels. That's when you see drops here because they pull the clutch in, or they go out this way because they open the clutch all the way up. Okay? All right. First time, you guys are going to go straight through. Second time, you're going to stop wherever you want. Third time, stop, make the turn, and stop. Remember, we don't stop with our handlebars turned. So straighten out, friction zone. Bing! That's the goal. Head nods, dragging. Friction zone, rear brake. Let's go this way. Dragging. Straighten out. And then lastly, we're gonna stop. Friction zone, rear brake. Straighten out, friction zone, rear brake. Bing! All right, we got John first. Head nods, good. Easy with that rear brake, John. Nice. Too much speed, Frankie, too much speed, but good job. She said, yeah, I did it. Slow down, slow down. Good, no lean. Good job, Ron. Good, head nice, look at the camera. You're looking at my cones, look at the camera. There we go, Larry. Nice. Come to a stop. All right, left turn, straight through. Head nice. Come to a stop. Friction zone, friction zone. All right, no apologies. All right, left turn, straight through. That's right, preload that throttle, head nice. Head nice, start turning. You're good, you're good, you're good, keep it loaded. All right, left turn, straight through. Head nice. Nice, JR. What the hell happened? So the last time that was good, but you were going too fast, so you're leaning.
Gotcha.
Straight up.
That's the first time I've ever seen the cones though. Fast or slow.
Definitely better, definitely better. Good, foot up, head nice, rear brake, rear brake. Too much speed, Frankie. So Frankie's got to work on being more comfortable riding in the friction zone. That's going to make everything easier. All right, straight through. Head nice. Nice. All right. All right, straight through, head nice. Look at that camera, keep looking at it. You're looking at my car, there we go. There we go. Nice, Larry, straight up, beautiful. Come to a smooth stop. I want you to try to do this without wearing these. Because I'm wondering, sometimes when you're having an issue being smooth with the clutch, if you're wearing gloves, it's because you don't really have a good feel for it. I mean, I don't know. I'm just looking for solutions. Because right there, that was smooth, and then all of a sudden, that's clutch. Yeah. All right, come to a smooth stop. Good, good. Oh, you had it, you had it. That's 20. Smooth stop. All right, it's 20 push-ups, JR. Yeah, you can't be this close.
No, even if I start turn.
You think you can do it that close? Okay, let's give it a shot.
Coming out of the driveway every day.
Okay, perfect. Let's do that. Don't lean though. Straight up. Come to a smooth stop. Foot up. Good, good, good. Nice, Frankie. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, come to a smooth stop. Head nice. Nice. Come to a smooth stop right here, Larry. Head nice, camera. Good job. All right, we're coming to a smooth stop. Good. Good. Drag that rear brake. Start turning. Start turning. Don't worry about it. Start turning. Hold it. Open that clutch, open that clutch. And you're fine, go ahead. Right turns, straight through. Head nice. Yeah, you like rights better, I forgot about that. Straight through. Nice, Junior. Good. Good. Stay at that speed. Start turning. Hold the turn. Rear brake. Oh my God. Beautiful, Frankie. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good. Slow down. Slow down. Good. Head nice. Work it out, Ron. Work it out, brother. That's not smooth, but it doesn't matter. He knows what he's doing. Nice, Larry. Head nice, start turning. Drag that rear brake, drag it, turn it, turn it. Clutch, clutch, clutch. You're good, you're good, you're good. Now Katie just has to warm up because we've done this before several times. Smooth, stop, friction zone, rear brake, good. Right turn, straight through. Head and eyes, look at my camera. Good, good. Now you see what's happening here, right? You're barely turning the handlebars. That's why you're so deep into the turn. If you turn and hold it, especially going right, you're right in the middle. Good job. All right, straight through. Good. Excellent, Junior, excellent. So it's obvious that you know what you're doing. That's why everything that you do is like this. So when you make this turn, I want you to do this nice and smooth, straight up. When you turn the handlebars, hold it. Right now you're turning like this. That's the only reason you're over near those cones. Your goal is to be in the middle. All right, let's do that. Nice and easy. Straight through. All right, we'll get there, we'll get there. He's not keeping the handlebars turned. That's what's pushing them out. Plus he's heavy on that rear brake. That was excellent, Frankie. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. Do the same way. No pressure.
Okay.
All right, preload. Good, start turning, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Too much speed. I'll take it though. All right, straight through, Larry. Nice.
I've lost it.
You didn't lose it. You said you need an hour to warm up, remember? We're not there yet. That little drizzle didn't help either. Cooled you off.
First time being in the rain.
Yeah.
To the right?
To the right. Preload. Open the clutch. All right, okay. Open the clutch. Rear brake. Drag it, start turning. Start turning. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Stay in the friction zone. Good, good, good. Keep the bars turned. All right, come to a smooth stop. Good, good. Hold the turn. Hold it. No, you're still good. Don't you think? Again, you would have been even more in the middle. When I said hold it, you were holding it, and then all of a sudden, you did that. Single serpentine next. All right, come to a smooth stop. Nice, very nice. Excellent, single serpentine next. All right, here we go. Yeah, man, you even with that rear brake, when you went that turn, I'm looking at your foot, and I saw your foot do this. And as soon as you did that, your handlebars kind of straightened out. That's why we drag it, don't stab at it. All right, nice and easy. Throttle, clutch, all that stuff. Nice and easy. You're looking good. Single serpentine next. Really?
Right side of the rear.
You look good though. Look good. He said his right side is tough. Doing it way better than a lot of people. All right, let's just watch the speed. You did it the first time. Let's do it again. Nice and easy, straight up. It's partly because you're starting off fast and you're starting to turn late. Let's do it nice and easy. Rear brake, start turning. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, smooth stop, straighten out. I'll take it. Ten push-ups. All right, come to a smooth stop. All right, good job. Remember, stay in that friction zone all the way into the end. All right, let's do it. Good, good, good. Whoa. Let me back you up.
Sorry.
Stop saying sorry. Remember, we're doing the slow ride here. Slow ride, slow ride. All right, slow ride, slow ride, slow ride. Drag that rear brake. Wherever you are in the friction zone, just stay there. Head and eyes and start turning. Good. Good. Rear brake, easy. Start turning. Easy with that clutch. Keep it loaded. Your throttle's low. All right, all right. All right, guys, we got a little drizzle, so we can't dilly-dally. So we're going to move on to exercise number 5, single serpentine. All right. Any questions on that? John said 85% at noon. So we'll see. All right. Moving on, exercise number 5, single serpentine. Now, this again is an exercise where now we can kind of get a little bit more speed. A little bit more speed, Frankie. Not a lot. Because if we're going too fast in here, it's gonna push us into the cones in front of us. So it's also gonna make you hug my cones. I don't want you hugging these cones, right? So you see how wide my motorcycle is out from this cone? That's how I want you to start. And that's, ideally, I want you to stay like that the whole way. Listen, these cones are 15 feet apart, allegedly.
Yeah.
I did space them out some more today. This exercise is not about just getting through the cones. It's a technique and skill in everything we do. I want you to go wide so that you can lean more. I need you to be comfortable transitioning and leaning, transitioning and leaning. And the thing about this exercise is if you're going too slow, you can't lean. If you're going too fast, good luck with the transitions. So you got to kind of be in the sweet spot to do this. If you find that sweet spot on your approach, you don't even need the rear brake. Just stay there and transition, transition. But don't, I know you see me doing this, so people come in here, and this is what they want to do. So they're hugging the cones. No, I want you to go wide and stay wide. So when you make this turn, guys, remember, holding a turn is always going to give you more time and more space. So when you come through here, if you come through like this, you have less room, less space than if you come through like this. So if my motorcycle is facing this way and I start my turn here, I have way more time and room to make this turn. Whereas if I come at an angle like this, I have less room because now you have to also take into account how long your motorcycle is, all right? Head and eyes straight ahead. You guys are going to be coming this way from down there. Transition, and don't transition like this. Transition, show the bike who the boss is. Keep power to that rear wheel. Keep it smooth and you'll be fine. If you need the rear brake, drag. Demo. Dip it in. I held that last one too long because sometimes I got to remember what I'm riding. So my radius is different, so I got to turn different. Questions? All right, let's do it. All right, guys, we got John going first. Stay out wide. Nice. Nice and easy. Good job. Not gonna make that next one. All right. All right, you gotta turn earlier, Katie. Cover the rear brake, Katie. She wasn't on the rear brake at all. You want to be covering it at least, so if you need it. Nice. There we go. Just change the speed. You're good. You still had it. You still had it. He gave up, but he still had it. Nice, John. Too wide, Frankie. Turn it, turn it. Turn it, dip it in, dip it in. Turn it. Katie's not happy with herself, but listen, this is new. We've done it, yes. First time on her bike. In the drizzle. Oh, went out kind of wide, but good, he can correct it. Good. Nice. Good job. That last one. You turn next. Keep that throttle up. Keep that throttle up. Good job. You turn next, John. You turn. There we go. Dip it in. Good. Dip it in. Turn it like you mean it. Turn it. Dip it and turn it. Good. Dip it and turn it. Good. Slow down appropriately. Nice, Ron. Very nice. Dip it in, dip it in. You gotta turn those bars. Easy, easy. Slow down. Good. Dip it in. Turn it. Turn it. Turn it. Turn it. All right, turn it and lean it. All right. Okay, she's gonna have to work on that. Guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 6, infamous U-turn. All right. So you said you set up cones. Did you do it in the parking lot?
Yeah, we was at Cole's parking lot just a couple of weeks ago doing this right here. And it looked big until I got ready to do it. It got real small.
And then the
real
bike went
quick.
down.
Did you measure the spots?
We did exactly like you had
we
to
didn't
do.
measure.
Typically, they're
Measure them, because it's usually 9 feet, but not always.
Oh, okay.
So you might be in there doing something tighter than this, or wider. Most likely it should be the same though. I went to California and it was less. Ohio too. Well, Ohio wasn't less, the bays were shorter. These bays are 40 feet. In Ohio, they're 36 feet. I don't care about the length though.
these are like 9 by 20.
These are 9 by 20. All right, are you doing a coordination test? Drunk driving? Because you're doing pretty good at the head, the heel to toe test. You're doing pretty good. All right, guys.
Each boot's about a foot long.
She's still hitting the cones.
Don't quit moving.
Single serpentine. If any of you guys struggled with that, I want you to practice that. Very important exercise, right? You need to be able to transition this motorcycle, evasive maneuvers if necessary, right? And lean in that bike. So one time, June, you were going through and you gave it. You was like, oh man, you had it. All you had to do was turn and lean. You had that last one. And that's what that's about. Ron, good job going through here as well. Just working it out, working it out. All right, that brings us to exercise number 6, infamous U-turn. Now, if any of you guys are concerned about leaning your bike with the ground wet, your bike has more grip than you think, right?
I watched Lock and Lean had a video of them doing it in a
And water this high, yeah.
circle.
Mm-hmm.
Puddle.
You have a lot more grip than you, and these lines are actually old, so they're not slippery. So we're good. Trust me, I checked it all out. So in this exercise, guys, again, 27 feet is plenty of room, right? Ideally, I want you to be 24, right? 24 or less, okay? If you want to try 18 feet or less, that's this box. Just don't go past this line. Or you can go past this line and still try it, but at least you don't have cones on the other side. The speed that you're approaching, just like I told you guys over there, find an appropriate speed and just stay there. I don't want you going too fast and swooping through this. The friction zone should be pulling you through this just like it does everything else, right? Friction zone, head and eyes before you turn the handlebars, and then handlebars. Look at my camera, and if you can't look that far, look as far as you can. And when you turn the handlebars, guys, I want you to commit to your lean right away. And that's the issue. Sometimes people forget about being off the line, that's okay, but they start turning, and as soon as they go to start turning, they slow down. As soon as you slow down, now you can't lean. So now you're straight up. 8-10 miles per hour. Ideally, that's fine. Head and eyes, handlebars. And hold the turn, hold it. Don't change anything unless you need to. If you feel like you're getting ready to fall, just give it a little bit. It's gonna pick it up just a little bit. If you need to drag the rear brake, drag it. Don't stomp at it, drag it. That's what Ron's doing. Ron's doing, actually, it's not true because he was doing that in exercise number 4. And when I told him to, next time he came around and I just saw his foot going like this, right? That's fine. When you come out of the U-turn, guys, I want you facing straight. So don't come out turn. Don't get caught in the turn like Junior did in exercise number 4. It happens, right? We're gonna do left turns first, and then when I tell you to, we're gonna stop right here and make a left turn, and then you're gonna stop, make the left turn, and stop, okay? Again, this is all about smoothness, fluidity, consistency. So, friction zone. When you come in here and you're in the friction zone, stay in the friction zone. That's consistency. When you turn your head and your eyes, keep them turned. And when you turn your handlebars, keep them turned. All of that's consistency. If you do all of that, guys, this is plenty of space. And I'm talking about give me 50% lean, 50% handlebars. You don't have to do anything extreme. If you give me that and you lean as soon as you start, commit to it, you're golden, right? You're golden. Now, I'm not going to be in this box today. I don't feel good about it. But Larry's going to take it from me. So that's a good speed already. Head and eyes, handlebars. Drag the rear brake. Friction zone, rear brake, smooth stop. Straight out. Friction zone, rear brake. Look at the signal light, still on. Commit. Straighten out, friction zone, rear brake. So commit right away. Don't come in here to make this turn and do this. Straight up. Because if I don't commit early, then I'm trying to compensate for it later. Head and eyes, commit. That's all you need to do, and hold it. Head and eyes, commit. Hold it. All right, let's do it. Go ahead and eyes, commit to the lean. Clutch, clutch, clutch. Look at you. Look at him. Straight through, straight through. That's what I'm talking about. Junior said he was making 18-foot U-turns. Nice. Head and eyes, commit. Hold the turn. Easy. That's good, Frankie. That little speed, that's all it was. She was good. That little burst of speed is what messed her up. Head nice. Hold the turn. See, slowing down too much. Going too slow, but not bad, not bad. Nice, Ron. Who are you and what have you done with John Curtis? That U-turn was excellent, man. All right, straight through. Easy, nice and easy. Good, good, good. Now we're not stopping yet. All right, straight through, don't stop. All right, so Junior's not holding that lean. He commits, comes up, goes back down, comes back up. Watch that heel. That was going to be your best U-turn, but that little burst of speed is what pushed you wide. All right, let's do that again. Nice and easy, just hold it. Good, commit, commit. Got to give me more lean. All right, commit to that lean right away. Keep the speed up. Good, keep the speed up, head and eyes, start turning, leaning. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. There we go, you do this all the time. Nice, U-turn, straight through. All right, U-turn, straight through. All right, come to a smooth stop. Nice. Right turn's next. All right, come to a smooth stop. Head nice. Yeah, when you're making that turn, the only reason it's not narrower is because as you're doing it, the handlebars are going like that. All right. All right, you're putting this foot down too early. That's why it keeps coming behind you. Yeah, start leaning this bike right away, Frankie, and hold it. Drag that rear brake. Let's do it. Good, head it nice. Drag it. Rear brake, rear brake. Too much speed, too much speed. Nice stop. All right, come to a smooth stop over here.
Where?
Other side of this turn.
Got this, baby.
Good, head nice. Too slow, Katie. I'll take it. Nice, come to a smooth stop. Smooth stop. Yeah, we're gonna have to smooth all this out eventually. Right. And you're turning your head and your eyes after you've already started turning. Remember, head and eyes, then handlebars.
Yeah.
All right, come to a smooth stop. Good job. Straight through. Nice, come straight out, come straight out. Straight through. Yeah, your rights are way better than your lefts. Straight through. No, no. Head and eye, slow down. Lean it over. Good, good, good. Straight through. Keep that speed up. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. Okay, okay. Good. Friction's on, hold the turn. Nice, nice. Nice head and eyes. Nice, very nice. All right, straight through. Keep that throttle up, chug-a-lugging. Good job. So he's also gotten, what he also has in check is his speed. Straight through. Yeah, yeah, she took it for a ride. Thank you. Good, good. Yeah, way better right, way better. Nice stop. Keep that speed up, Katie, but don't, not too fast. Just keep it constant. Start turning. Hold the turn, good, hold it, hold it. I'll take it. All right, let's try this again. Lean that bike over, Frankie. Good, lean it over. Slow down, slow down. Yeah, she won't turn it, she won't lean it. There's a lot of light under that bike. I'm always looking at the light. All right, straight through. Good job. It looks like you like rights better than lefts. All right.
I don't like it, but
Oh yeah, not even a question. Straight through, straight through. All right, come to a smooth stop, and then head over there. I'm gonna call this. So you guys have definitely been practicing, man. Like your speed now is perfect to keep that motorcycle within 18 feet. Good job, man.
Like I said, we have.
Yeah, it shows. All right, come to a smooth stop, and then you can park. I'm gonna call it. You don't get credit for 18 feet just because you pull back in 18 feet. Good job, man. Come to a smooth stop, then you can park. I'm gonna call it. We'll see. Head nice. Hold that turn, lean it over, lean it over. There we go, smooth stop. Are your teeth cold from all the smiling you're doing during the turn? Excellent job. When I said lean it over, I actually saw you let the bike lean a little bit.
See, it's like 3 hours into it. Now I'm finally fucking getting it. Let's start again.
All right, we got to lean this bike over, Frankie. As soon as you start moving, turn, keep your speed down a little bit, come to a smooth stop, and then I'm going to call it for the day. Good, turn it, lean it, slow down, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Come to a smooth stop. I'll take it. All right, come to a smooth stop. Your head and your eyes are perfect now. Smooth stop and then take, I'm gonna call it after this. Stop over here, smooth. All right, so you're straight up. I'd like you to lean more. We'll do that another day. Okay. Good job. All right, come to a smooth stop, and I'm gonna call it for the day. Your wife's gonna be happy to hear that. Head nice. It's not even a question, Larry. I mean, everything about the way you turn this motorcycle around going right, you look more comfortable, everything looks more comfortable. But you're good both ways though. Excellent, brother. All right, guys. So I'm gonna call it. I don't know how much more rain's coming, but this whole on and off thing with the drizzle, my microphone's not waterproof. If it's still working now, I'd be amazed. But I like to practice in ideal weather so people can get the most out of it. So I am gonna call it. We got more out of it today than I thought we were going to, and that's what I appreciate. But anyway, guys, I'm not gonna do exit interviews with them. We're just gonna get these cones up and get out because at least one of them still have to ride. So again, guys, that's going to do it for practice session number 89. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please do so. And check out my practice session videos, guys, because it's definitely going to help you out one way or another. There's something in these practice sessions for everybody. It doesn't matter how long you've been riding the motorcycle. It doesn't matter how many miles you've ridden. It doesn't even matter how much you've practiced. We're always learning, guys. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have, less time complaining about the things that you don't. Seat time doesn't equal practice time, guys. And if you have time to ride your motorcycles, you have time to practice on them. Until next time.